Hello everyone, Seraphin here. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Blazing Sword. I'm glad you're still here. Fun story. I went to go do this next chapter, the Black Shadow here, the side quest, and I wasn't recording. So I'm gonna have to start it over. Which is fine. So what you're seeing here is suspended data will be lost. That means I started the chapter, and I'm choosing to start it over, even though I have a bookmark on it. Let's make sure I got this right this time. It looks like I do. Hellbent. I don't see that too often. The Black Fang. So, the Black Fang is a very important part of the story. We're not going to be hearing a whole lot from them right around now, well, except for right now, but we won't be hearing back from them for quite some time, but make sure to keep that in the back of your mind, because they're going to become very important later. They have an abandoned castle here in Catholit. What's that? I'm not sure that there are other colors of shadows. So this woman here, she is a very high-ranking member of the Black Fang. She's not going to introduce herself right now because she's not really of consequence at the moment, but we will be seeing more of her later. Much later, but that's okay. So it is not important that you remember who she is because she's not going to tell you anyway, but we'll get back to her some other time. I imagine it is rare, there's only one of them. So the punishment for failure in the Black Fang is, of course, death. Much like any other evil enterprise. Must have been hot on their heels to realize where they went. All right. Yes, move carefully. That is very important. This map is full of narrow corridors. I think we're going to play the chapter and we're going to win by killing all the dudes. Alright, so once again, we are limited by the number of people we can bring to this chapter. We have 2 more slots to make up for the 2 people we gained, however, we still need to let 2 people stay behind. Since I've already saved previously, because, again, I wasn't recording, but Dorcas and Wrath are going to stick behind again. I made sure to give that extra staff we purchased to Sarah. And I traded that pure water to Will, because his resistance is non-existent, and he is the most likely to be engaging with mages at a distance. Other than that, though, we are going to head right into it. And there's no point in really saving again, so let's just start it up. Now, you will see we have a treasure chest over here. We want to get Matthew to that. What you'll also notice is the enemy has a thief as well. Enemy thieves, generally speaking, are programmed to seek out any treasure on the map, steal it, and then run away. Typical thieves, right? So what this thief is going to do is open these doors up and then rush straight to this treasure chest and steal whatever's inside. So we need to get there before he does that. It's going to take him a couple turns to get through the doors, though, so we've got time to spare. And we're going to send Urk over here to deal with this mage that I can't quite kill for some reason. That's odd. I guess we can let... Well, if we let Florina soften him up, she's going to be in range of that archer, and that's going to be problematic. So what we'll do instead is just let Urk soften him up a little bit. This guy's gonna drop a vulnerary when he dies. That's good. Anybody else have anything they need to be stolen? This guy's got one too. We can steal that. I do want to steal that thief's lockpick because lockpicks are finite and there's no way to get additional ones. There's no shops you can buy them at. So the best way to replenish your supply of lockpicks is to steal them from other thieves if they just so happen to have them. This archer also has a vulnerary we can steal. As does this cavalier. Problem is I've only got one thief, so I think what we'll do... Oh, what was that? This mage has a door key. We won't be needing that, however, because both of these doors are going to be opened by that enemy thief. And we can just bust these walls down, so we do not need to steal that key, which would be prohibitively difficult to do anyway, so we won't bother. We're going to send Matthew over here to protect Urk from getting hit by that lance and by that brigand up there. And he'll be able to tank that brigand pretty well, given his superb speed and triangle advantage. We'll have Will over here. And Lucius should really handily dispatch with this soldier here. And we're going to park Lynn up here. Now, there isn't any cavalier up here, so I have a chance to show you what this Mani Kati can do. So we're going to equip that. And we'll have Kent stay right behind her just in case anything bad happens. We will have Nils refresh Florina because he needs experience. And we'll send Sane up here as well. So that soldier is going to run away like a little wuss and heal himself rather than engage with Urk. Matthew's going to take a couple swipes at this guy. And down comes this archer to shoot at Urk. But Urk gets to fire back twice, no less. So we won't be stealing that vulnerary either, but that's okay. They're not all that valuable anyway. And then Lucius should be able to easily handle this. Oh, that's a Thunder Tome. Thunder is the next step up powerful from the regular old Fire Tome. It's not much stronger, but it does have a lot of crit. As you can see, that mage has got a 4% crit chance on me. It's largely because of Lucius's terrible luck, but also because there's an inbuilt 5% crit chance on the Thunder Tome. Alright, so let's take a look at what the Mani Kati can do here. As you can see, this is an effective weapon against cavalry because the sword itself is flashing along the top there. And even though we have triangle disadvantage, I am going to kill this guy, assuming I hit both times. And I have a 24% critical chance because of that Mani Kati bonus there. So we're going to go ahead and take care of this guy with Lynn. She is not going to crit, and then she's going to get a lance through her face. She should be fine, though. And then we're going to move Kent up here to knock this wall down. Or start knocking the wall down at any rate. And then we're going to have Matthew finish off this brigand. And we'll have Nils have him move again. And we'll have Urk finish this guy off. I suppose I could have Matthew do it. He'd get hit in the process, but I think he's close to leveling. Yes, he certainly is, so we'll have him do it. It's not going to be that big a deal if he gets hit. Alright, he's going to get, well, there you go, skill, luck, and both defenses. That's pretty solid for a thief. And he's going to get that free vulnerary. Didn't even have to steal it. Just had to murder the guy holding it. We'll have Florina come up here and knock this wall down. Or start on it at any rate. We want to preserve that Slim Lance as much as possible because it's the only weapon she can wield and not lose any speed from. So, we're going to use the bigger, heavier thing since she can't double the wall anyway. And we'll have Urk finish knocking it over. And we'll have Will come up this way, with Sarah hot on his heels. Lucius will go this way. Insane will go here. The problem is, these narrow corridors are great for bottlenecking the enemy, but they're also preventing me from getting a whole lot of units to move around. This cannot be! And now we're going to get reinforcements spawning out of this staircase here in the middle. That's fine, because it's like they're just kind of trapped in there and helpless. So we're going to have Lynn move up here and take care of this guy. However, I'm going to heal her first, in case that guy lands a lucky hit. And we'll have Lucius finish off this dude. Not quite level, but almost there. Now, here's the rub. I want this lockpick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this thief come down here and steal this treasure. I know that sounds crazy, but I know there's not money in it. So I'm going to let him open the chest. And whatever thieves steal out of chest, the most recent thing they stole will show up green, meaning they will drop it when they die. So what I will do is let him open the chest. I will steal the lockpick with Matthew, and then kill him and get the item that he stole, and get a nice twofer. Because if I open the chest and take what's in there now, the thief's just going to run back down the stairs and run away, because there won't be anything left for him to steal. So we're going to park Matthew right here, just outside of the range of that soldier. I'll have Florina here as well. And also Urk. And I'll put Sarah in behind them to heal them all, because they're all kind of hurt. In fact, oh, Sarah gets a level up finally. She's going to get speed and luck. That's pretty typical for her. She doesn't have a lot of magic growth, regrettably. Most of the healers in this game don't have spectacular magic growth. And Nils here, well, he's just going to get HP and luck. The HP is good because he doesn't start out with very much, as you can see, but because he's incapable of fighting anybody, he has no need for strength or skill, which is fine, because I believe his strength, or his growth in both of those stats is like 5%. It is odd when he does get it, because he'll never use it, but obviously you want as much speed, luck, and defenses as possible, and HP on this guy, which is literally everything else. And then we're going to have Sarah heal Urk as well. He does have very competent growth on those other stats, though, so he should be okay as soon as he gets a few more levels under his belt. Alright, we're going to let them come to us. And here comes that brigand. Oh, yeah. So if he had hit, he would have killed Lynn. Thankfully, he did not. That would have been sad. And that thief is going to steal the hammer. Hammer is the axe equivalent of the armor slayer, in that it is good against knights. This one actually has the correct translation on it. It says it's good against knights. That's what we want to see. It's good against heavily armored knights. And you will see this thing weighs a solid ton. It has an abysmal 55% hit rate and 10 might. And unfortunately, even with the doubled might, it's still not all that effective against knights because of their sky-high defense. It is better than, say, the Armor Slayer, however, because knights can only wield lances, and axes will do the bonus damage to that, while the Armor Slayers will do one less. So, we're going to have Matthew steal that lockpick. Get some experience from that. And I'll have Florina pick off this knight. Oh, she can't quite do it, huh? I suppose if I have her move again with Nils, she'll be able to, but we're going to have Urk handle this soldier. We don't want to be dealing with him. And we'll have Florina poke this guy. Oh, she's gonna crit. Perfect. She's been a crit machine lately. Certainly not a bad thing. And we get that hammer that she can't use. And we're gonna have... We're actually gonna have her... If you'll notice, there's a couple of magic units spawn out of these staircases here. And they're both gonna try to come down here and mess with my day, so... I'm going to park Florina right in the entrance. This boss, again, will not move, so not much risk of that. We're going to give her the javelin so she can poke at those magic units. And we'll heal Nils. Sadly, clerics cannot heal themselves. Seems a little backwards, I understand, but we'll have Lynn finish this dude off. Almost level. I think I'll let her finish off one of these mercenaries so she gets to level up. That being said, we are going to have Kent kind of run in here and rampage against them with his lance, since he needs it. Notice he will not take any damage in retaliation. And he's going to crit this guy in the face. Well, that's okay. Saves me a use on my lance. And then that guy will come for him too, and Lynn can finish him off next turn. Actually, she might not be able to get to him, depending on where he goes. That's alright. She can always get a level up, I swear. We'll knock this down in case anybody decides that they want to come out of it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tink! Kent's gonna put a lance through that guy's face. And these mages are going to fail at dealing any damage to Florina. She will not double them, though. Unfortunately, that javelin weighs too much for her to hit them more than once. But it does allow me to sneak in, no pun intended, with my thief and finish off this mage for some extra experience points. The more you can level up your thieves, the better, because not only does it give them more speed and able to steal more stuff, but obviously it improves their survivability some. Urk could use a level, but I don't think he's tough enough to break... Oh, look at that! He's exactly tough enough to break through this shaman, so why don't we have him do that? Here I thought he wasn't quite strong enough. I was underestimating him. It's the purple here. And his little blue mage skirt. It's not really a skirt, I guess it's the edge of his tunic, but still. And then we can have Sarah move up and heal him. Thankfully that boss is going to stay right where he is. You know, I could have Will pick off Mr. Mercenary here. Although Lynn's right in the range of leveling, so I might just let him hit her and park Kent back here. Now, strangely enough, hitting those walls does give you weapon experience. I know that sounds weird, but it's worth a couple extra points toward leveling up your weapon. If you hit it, if you hit a wall with your stick. Get some experience for Nils. And that just leaves a couple of mercenaries. Simple enough. And Lynn should level off of that, so she'll get to 6. More strength. Perfect. It's a good curve. And I don't think there's any more reinforcements. What turn is it? It is turn 6. I don't believe there are any additional units to come out, so... Let's have... Who should kill the boss? Ideally, I could let Matthew kill the boss. Urk, Matthew, and Lucius are all level 4. Lucius is too far away, so I think we'll let Matthew do it. After I soften him up a little bit. Park him right there. He must not fail. Oh, he's packing a steel sword even. In fact, why don't I have Urk hit him again? That way he'll level up too. And let Matthew easily deal with him with 4 HP left. And Urk gets some much needed magic. There we go. Magic, skill, speed, and resistance. That's what I like to see. He's almost ranked C in Anima already too. And then Matthew. So this steel sword that guy's packing is probably gonna slow him down a good bit. Actually, it won't at all. He weighs exactly 10, and this guy's got 10 constitution. Alright, so let's just have Matthew clean this guy up. Just enough. That's what I imagine it sounded like. Me putting a dagger into his neck. Who knows? And Matthew's gonna get some skill and some speed. That's alright. I'll deal with that. Alright, not a bad turn, not a bad level. Apparently he had a cyanide pill. I'm not sure where he got that. Why, yes, he was. And we know that because we got the spoopy music in the background. Not anymore. I mean, there's a lot more than just your sword. There's a few other swords, some magic tomes, some lances, maybe a bow or two, you know, that kind of stuff. We got your ring back. That lout. Watch your language. Alright, so that was our side quest. That didn't take too long, did it? So, we start to see a little bit more of the intrigue at work here. Just how important these children are, maybe. Not quite with the scope there yet, but we'll get more to that later. With that, though, that's the end of our side quest. We're going to resume to Chapter 8 in the next episode, but I'm going to stop right here for now. Thank you for joining me again, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a great evening.